Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is M&T Living and Cooking, and this is, for argument's sake, a family vlogging channel. They are in the kitchen a lot of the time, but they're also out together and giving us a look around all the time as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing the variety in content that they have. They tell us that they're expecting to bring us family-friendly content for everyone, from cooking, fishing, RC cars, as well as family fun time outdoors, and there should be something for everyone on the channel. They've got a brand new video actually, and this is one of those RC cars. I'm going to take this and put this into a special playlist that I use called Catch Up, and that's just a friendly name for that playlist. Playlist can be a great tool for keeping caught up with creators. I've got quite a few names on the wheel right now, and we're going to talk more about M&T Living and Cooking in a quick second, but I'm just getting a few names on there right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a long period of time, I will add some names to the wheel from the chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. It usually takes about 2 hours or so. We've got a couple of brand new channels in the house, Trending Now, Entertainment and News. I wonder if that's actually a creator that we already know with a brand new channel. And forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. And then we will look at, Aaron P. That's a highlighted milestone message. Thank you for that. BS Misadventures is in the BJ's Misadventures is in the house. Pardon me. Thank you for coming in. I believe they were with the Stock Explorer a couple of hours ago streaming. The Bud Files, thank you so much. Yes, 1 year of official membership, so thank you for that. I certainly do appreciate the extra generous support. I'm adding names onto the wheel as I see them in the chat. I do have a few on there. As well, She Stole My Thunder dropped a super chat before we even started. She's done that countless times. She also happens to be a member. We're going to make that the first channel that we look at before we start spinning the wheel. But the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch also slipped in a super chat there before we got started. That's Susan, and she is at 993 subscribers right now. So we're expecting that she will hit her 1,000 today. If anybody hasn't connected to that incredibly supportive channel, I hope that you will. And we'll talk about it in another few minutes here. But we want to make sure when somebody gets 1,000 subscribers that they actually go a little bit farther. We'd love to see them at 1,005 or 1,010. We all know that YouTube plays games with our numbers, and just in case they lose a few after, we want to make sure that they don't slip below that 1,000. But it will be an exciting milestone. And Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. He is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. Michael's Adventure sends his regards. He's also a moderator and member here, but he's off just out at work for today. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello or running the stream in the background. We have a few friends that do that. Maybe Jaden might be even watching right now, and Donut Toys and Games and a few others, so thank you for that. As well, we've got Canadian Family Life on the wheel with My Flock is Everywhere. The Stock Explorer is also in the house. They are actually multitasking because I know they sent a raid over to another channel. But there's a lot of us out there that have multiple windows rolling. It's easy to do if you're on a computer, of course. Some of us will be doing 3 or 4 things at a time, usually 2 or 3 premieres and live streams and a playlist or 2 as well. AceFlaw1, thank you, Andy, so much for a super chat. He also happens to be a member that's on the wheel. We're going to put that channel up right after the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch because of that super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Life on a Budget and the Bud Files are both on the wheel. Don Ray B is here. And thank you everybody for coming in as well, because I know this is an uncommon time for us to be streaming, but we do always mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So it's extra special for us to be able to do a Saturday night stream, because they are definitely not frequent. And then M&T Living and Cooking is on the screen right now. I'm going to do a few more introductions. We'll talk about their content. They're incredibly supportive. Carly Geisha is in the house. Cruise Nuts is here. Both incredibly supportive creators. Everything Guy, it's good to have you back. King Morgan's here as well. Mike and Rihanna's adventures are hitting milestones all the time. I see, I think it was 150,000 views. Is that right? And oh, pardon me, I forget the milestone that I just saw. From them, Northside Hawk, good to see you in the house. Pedrosa Travel is here. Rock Chick Beauty's in the house. Susan A, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. When we look at, hopefully we'll get a chance to look at Mike and Rihanna's Adventures channel, and when we do, we'll see where they're at for subscribers as well, because they just hit a milestone. They hit 2. I can't remember for the life of me what the 2 posts were. They were on either Facebook or Instagram. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Trina's Motivation, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Rock Chick Beauty from the UK is a long time dear friend to Tuber Chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. I see Susan A is dropping a super chat as well, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us started. We're building quite a list, but after we go through She Stole My Thunder, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, Ace Flaw 1, and Susan A, we will get to spinning the wheel soon. You can't get your shorts to upload, Cricket 208, is that what you're telling us? Shorts can be uploaded on a computer with a web browser. If you're having trouble with that, I'd just switch browsers. Maybe you want to use Firefox instead of Chrome, or even Safari or Opera or another one. And then if it's on a phone, I don't know if I said that right. If it's on a computer, you might want to switch browsers. If it's on a phone, you might want to either reset the device. That often fixes a lot of glitches. Literally, like shut it all the way off, turn it all the way on. And then if not, maybe uninstalling YouTube and reinstalling it will help. I know it's a bit of a pain, but you know, glitches happen with all online things. For whatever reason, they're just not perfect yet, even in 2023. And then M&T Living and Cooking is our featured channel for today. Now, we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. We do that so that you literally have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So M&T Living and Cooking also has some shorts that are moving. We see that these are getting into the thousands of views. 4 of them over 5,000, 1 of them over 20,000, which is great to see. Live streaming is something that they do frequently, so hopefully we'll catch them for another one. We put notification bells on for every channel. Kristen Welton, my love, is in the house as a member and a moderator. Thank you for coming in. I know it's quite late today. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Yeah, Cricket 208, it can be a bit of a pain. We never know why some of these things work when they shouldn't. You're like, why do I have to shut the phone off? And then when I turn it on, it works. Why does Firefox work and Chrome doesn't? But online, I don't know why it is. Still, after all these years in 2023, these web services and things get bogged down with their caches and their histories and all that other stuff. And I don't know why it still continues to create havoc. But things are improving slowly but surely. So M&T Living and Cooking, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are our featured channel for today, and we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 subscribers they're thinking about. The biggest thing I can tell you about these creators is that they're incredibly supportive to others. And that's one thing that we're always keeping an eye on because I want you to understand the kind of support you're going to get back from them. So, next up is going to be She Stole My Thunder, a fellow Canadian who hopefully is doing okay because she's over in the Montreal area, and we could smell the smoke this week all the way over in Toronto and Niagara. Pardon me for a second while we just read the chat, and if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, I know a few people have been doing it already. It's always welcome here. Just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Trina's motivation is saying when they check the watch hours on their laptop, it shows a lot more than when they're on their mobile phone. Someone said their laptop is the correct one. So when you look in your YouTube studio, and I have to be honest, I use the computer a lot more than a phone, and you look at the monetization tab, it's going to tell you how close you are. There are little lines or dials that will show you how close you are to the 4,000 hours of watch time. That's the only number that matters. You're going to see different numbers on a phone, on the computer. You're going to see different numbers in your analytics, because not every watch hour counts towards monetization. There are 100 different reasons for that. Not really, but you know what I mean. Far too much to get into here in detail every single thing, but examples are shorts do not count. If people have your are not logged in, it's possible that it won't count. Sometimes your videos get added into other web services and things like that. An example might be with She Stole My Thunder here. They're doing art reviews. Somebody might say, let's say a new book comes out, right? And She Stole My Thunder reviews that book. Somebody might write a blog article that will say 10 review videos about this new book, and it's very possible, because this happens, it's happened to me with music, that somebody could take your video and put it in some kind of a top 10 list, or use it as a featured piece of content in their article, and you might get a few views from there. They may or may not count. We can't be sure. It would take an unreasonable amount of experimentation to figure that out. But there's a few reasons. The truth is most of your watch hours are going to count towards monetization. But again, when you look at that number in the monetization tab of your YouTube studio on a computer, it's the only number that matters. That's the only one. YouTube tells you how close you are with watch hours that count. So, hopefully that makes sense. And then, yeah, Backlash Fisherman, keep the smoke up here. Yeah, actually, we smelled it for about 3 days, where I've been in between Toronto and Niagara, which is where I split my time. And a little bit of rain came, just a small amount, but it seems to have calmed it. Now they're talking about some other thing. I got home from work the other day. I work outdoors a few days a week, and my truck was covered in what looked like sawdust. And now we're starting to see videos popping up, particularly on TikTok and other places, talking about some weird thing falling from the sky. So I'm not going to get too paranoid about that, but it's interesting to see. She Stole My Thunder is a incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated fellow Canadian supporter, actually, and this creator is approaching 1,700 subscribers. So they're close to Montreal and right in the thick of what was going on there. So I hope everybody's doing what they need to be safe. She Stole My Thunder, I'm sure will. On their banner, they tell us that they review books, art, and movies, but they do a lot more on their channel. So they will do a lot of reviews. They'll take us to art galleries, museums. They will literally read or sometimes be giving us the reviews that they talk about as well. They happen to be a photographer, and they talk about that on their channel as well. They have over 190,000 photos in their Flickr account, which you can get to through their About page or their banner. As well, they've got some shorts videos. They've just started posting a few of these, but these are getting into the hundreds of views now, so they will likely continue to grow. Live streams are something that they do occasionally also, and lately they've been given a little bit of help talking to us about how to design a thumbnail with Canva which is a very popular free program and app. But then as well, they were doing some for some other people the other day. So thank you. She stole my thunder for another super chat. She's done that hundreds of times, it seems, countless number of times. And I really do appreciate that extra generous support, as always. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Next up is the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Susan dropped a super chat before we started as well, and we're lucky to catch her today. She will be in church tomorrow morning when we're back. We're going to do a live stream in the morning again. I've got some family obligations in the afternoon I'm looking forward to, so we'll have to do an early stream. We haven't done that in a while either. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is Susan. You notice I have a counter down in the bottom of my screen. We won't bother pulling the website up and everything. You can look at it. I'll type the name in the chat, Social Blade. And if you look up that website, you can get this live count. There's a few other fun things on that free website as well for your YouTube statistics. But this is where this live counter comes from. So we're hoping we're going to push the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch literally up and over the magical 1K, which is obviously a very important milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. So she's got a premiere coming up, and that is in a few days. I'm just going to put the notification on for that. She's got a couple videos. I'm falling behind here, so I'm going to put one of these into my catch-up playlist there. It's just a playlist I use to keep caught up. And then she's got some shorts as well. Now, this is a homesteading channel, of course. And I group a lot of creators in there, but when we talk about farming, ranching, gardening, camping, hiking, fishing, and typical homesteading or bushcraft channels, we see a similarity in the generosity of the creators behind these channels most often. What I'm talking about is a instinctive nature and desire to want to share knowledge and resources with each other and others. And I think that that is just wonderful. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is a perfect example of the generosity that I talk about in all the typical ways we see on YouTube and over and above as well. Coastal Water, good to see you here. Never too far from Backlash Fisherman. That's a husband and wife combo. John Boy Art, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I believe you've been here before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. And for anybody that is brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Unique Speaks, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Susan in her live streams is going to bring us a bit of a variety show. These usually go around 2 hours. And what happens here, first of all, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members. She will inspire us in a spiritual way, and she will talk about newsworthy content. So we have a platform and a place to have open discussions about what's going on in the world. It's wonderful that she keeps up to date. As you can see, her stream panels with StreamYard can get pretty vibrant here with a handful of guests. And then, of course, one of the featured guests that's on her channel most often, Alfonso, will bring some music into the mix as well. So a lot going on over here, and I hope everybody will connect with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Susan has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family, and I see her out supporting others all the time, and it's great to see familiar faces over there when I get a chance to catch her. I always enjoy the conversation that goes on in her live streams. So I hope everybody will connect, and we'd love to push the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch up and over that 1,000 subscribers. I see that Dawn Ray B is coming in with some unbelievably over-the-top generosity, as she has been known to do many times, and gifted 5 memberships right now. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. She's done it over and over again. I know we'll have a few people that will be happy to have gained those as well. So, you know, the creator never gets to choose who gets those. YouTube distributes them based on who's most active in the chat is what we find most often, but not always. So Mike and Rihanna's Adventures has got one, and John Boy Art has picked up a gifted membership. Unstable TV Shorts and FR Humphrey, along with I Want to Know, have got those memberships. So John Boy Art is here, along with Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I'm going to put them onto the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and we treat these gifted memberships now like super chats. So we're going to put Don Ray B up onto the screen right after Susan A, who dropped a super chat earlier. And hopefully I haven't missed anything, but I think we're doing okay. I think we're pretty much caught up. And as long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Virtual Shopkeeper DD is here, and I see Just Jason Keto, who never misses a Tuber Chat stream, for which I'm grateful. I actually hung out with him finally for the first time on a live stream the other night. I'd love to show you what Siri took when I tried to say Just Jason Keto. I thought I was clear, but it came up with some weird name. But my alarm worked, luckily. Cali King 916 comes from Sacramento, California. Northside Hawk, I hope I said hello. But it's good to see you here. I know you've been here since the beginning of the stream. And next up, let us get to AceFlaw1. Andy has been a friend of over 3.5 years. He's been connected to me on my personal channel before Tuber Chat was even a thought. Followed all of the Playlist Buddies experiments we were doing before we started streaming on Tuber Chat, and now, isn't it interesting to see that after 576 episodes of Tuber Chat, he's still coming around as often as he can, usually every day lately, actually, to continue supporting others. 4,170 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 4,200 that he's thinking about. And, the Bud Files, stuck at 3,400 hours for months now. Yeah, what I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will agree, but what I have found is that when you are going through your YouTube journey, especially watching these numbers, subscribers, everything else, you'll find a growth spurt and then almost a plateau. Hopefully not a dip, but even that happens. And you plateau for what feels like forever, which means you stay at around the same level. And then all of a sudden, bang, a week later, you get a few numbers, whether it's watch hours, subs, or anything else, and it always feels good when that happens. Forever Blessed, Forever Blessed, good to see you here. Rambling with the Brooms is in the house. Scott, the Grill Master, is here. I'm going to put him onto the wheel because he happens to be a member. T-Dub, good to see you here. Oh, Scott, thank you very much. He's dropping a super chat as well. So before I get him on the wheel, I'll get him in my list. He's going to come up right after Don Ray B for dropping that super chat. So thank you for that extra generous support. As always, unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And right before we talk about, well, let's talk about AceFlaw1's content. This is Andy, and he brings us travel content occasionally. So let's look at his shorts for a quick second here. And you see that these have started to get into over 1,000 views. So I'm hoping we'll see more shorts from Andy, because those will likely continue to grow. Videos right now are occasional, but it's mostly travel. But like I said, AceFlaw1 has been a friend literally for years now. And I hope you take inspiration when I tell these stories, because you can see the future now and know that years from now there will be people that you're either meeting today or going to meet soon or already met that will be supporting you over all that time. And thank you very much, Forever Blessed, for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Woman Outdoors is only a few hours away from where I am in Erie, Pennsylvania. And, oops, I almost went out of order there. Would be okay, because Woman Outdoors is another incredibly supportive creator. But we're going to get to Susan A right now. She dropped a super chat. Thank you again, Andy. Thank you, Susan A, for the super chats. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, as well. And let's see what Susan A has got going on her channel. Unstable TV is in the house. It's late for them, but thank you very much. And we'll get them onto the wheel as well. That's the one thing about the wheel. Once you're on, right? barring disaster, of course. I've only ever blew the wheel into smithereens once, but I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else. Luckily, Scratchin' Pete PA is here with us always to catch most of those. Susan A has 331 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 400 that she's thinking about. I see another brand new channel coming in, Dorinda Fulton. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Please tell me I didn't do it right now. Did I just say something I shouldn't say, the Stock Explorer? Or are you talking about before? The Stock Explorer luckily caught me. You'll notice here in Tuber Chat, I try not to say things that we shouldn't say, and I'm talking words, right? A word, C word, B word, all that other stuff, right? Not that they've never been used in history, and a couple of people here have probably fallen off their chairs laughing when they heard it, but yeah, hopefully not today. Hopefully you're referencing months ago, and I was able to wipe that out, so it's almost like it never happened. First Floor Audio is in the house as well. That's Lee coming in from the UK. And Lee's dropping a super chat as well. So thank you. He's done that 100 times. He always is in the middle of performing. He's a talented singer, songwriter, producer. And the other day I went into his live stream. And he did a Tuber Chat song for a couple of minutes again. So thank you for that. First Floor Audio we're going to look at right after Rambling with the Brooms. One more thing, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other, and if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Susan A is here with 331 subscribers. Let's just see what she's doing. She put up a brand new video just hours ago, but she put one up earlier, and that one's a little bit longer. So I'm going to take that one and put it in my catch-up list, pardon me, which is a playlist that I used to keep caught up. Every minute matters when we're talking about watch hours, right? So I'll use that one for now. When we look at the shorts videos, we're going to see that these have gotten into over a couple thousand views, which is great, and that will likely continue as well. Live streams are something that she's tried out, but we'll see if she's going to continue those, and then we'll get an idea about what to expect on the channel when we get into her About page. It's always a great idea to fill your About page out, and the reason why we say that more than anything else is because if you're thinking about sponsorships, whether it's today or down the road, chances are they will be looking at that to get an idea of what your channel is about, and maybe even a first impression in professionalism, if that makes sense. Susan A, another incredibly supportive creator here in Tuber Chat, obviously a generous creator, and I hope everybody will connect with them. Thank you again for another super chat. And Dawn Ray B is up right now. She gifted 5 memberships just a few moments ago. She's done that countless times already, and it's an incredibly generous thing to have done. We never get to choose who gets those memberships. There's a bit of fun in the suspense that comes along with that. But Dawn Ray B tells us that her first membership ever was gifted by somebody else, and so now she has paid it forward many times over. Hugo Homestead is in the house. Good to see you here, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. When we look at Dawn Ray B's channel, we actually see inspiration as soon as we get there. This is somebody who's made a channel to explain, first of all, the ins and outs of homesteading. Which is a lifestyle that they literally were dreaming about before they started their channel, and now they want to inspire others, whether it's homesteading or anything else, to literally try to make your dreams come true. Every day is an opportunity for that. They've posted quite a few videos. I don't know why I'm so behind, but I'm going to take your latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will help me get a little bit more caught up. Steve and Tina Jewel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I know we've got quite a few brand new channels in the chat today. I just will give you a quick reminder that our instructions are always in our video description for exactly how we connect with each other. It's more important than ever that we follow the procedure all the way through. Not that there's a certain right way to connect or wrong way to connect, but we've been at this for well over 3 years now, and we just want to make sure that the connections are as solid as possible. The other thing that I want to mention for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat today is the best success is found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators with generosity and planning to support them with all the things you wish they would do for you, knowing that they will do that afterwards. So literally, you start a conversation with anybody at all in the chat. There's lots of people here. There'll continue to be more. And then once you've got somebody's attention, head to their channel, do all the things that are in our instructions, and then come back, let them know you've done that. They'll turn around and do the same thing. The Life of Tiff, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm not sure if that's a brand new channel or somebody that we know that might have a slight name change. Forgive me for not being sure, but it's great to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully you're feeling welcome also. So Don Ray B, it tells us on their About page the story behind why they started their channel. But then as well, they're talking about their homesteading lifestyle now on 4 acres, which is a nice, beautiful sized property. We have creators with homesteading channels anywhere from a 1/4 acre right up to 116 acres, if you can imagine. Not to mention lots of people showing us how we can conduct homesteading activities, if we want to put it that way, in homes of any size. So this is wonderful, but Don Ray B continues to show us what they have been up to, as well as some shorts. We're going to look at these. These are starting to get into over a couple thousand views as well. That will likely continue, and you hear me say that all the time, but you know, as we continue to post shorts, it's almost like everything else on the channel, where every piece of content that we put out today helps the content before it and is going to help the content that comes after it. So as things continue to grow, usually what we see is it grows exponentially, because eventually, for everyone, a few videos are going to really take off and be the ones that carry your channel. That could be shorts, that could be streams, that could be videos. And next up is going to be Rambling with the Brooms, another fellow Canadian. Now, Scott was telling me, Scott is the host of Rambling with the Brooms, he was telling me that he actually had one of those fires that we were talking about fairly close. I think he said only 20 minutes away, because our nation's capital of Ottawa, where he's close to, is right on the border of Quebec, as a matter of fact. And Rambling with the Brooms is another incredibly supportive creator. This is somebody who really gets involved with their community. He was a participant in the 80 channel Mid-America meetup a couple of weeks ago, and I now call Rambling with the Brooms and Scott the Grill Master, because he was just cooking up a storm. I don't know if you know what it's like to sit behind a barbecue and literally be cooking food for it's gotta be a couple hundred people, because we're talking, I think it was 80 channels, right? I don't even know how many creators showed up and supporters and things like that. Now, Scott does quite a few things on his channel, including introducing us to other creators. He has a couple of popular streams. One of them is Saturday Shenanigans. The other one is Procrastination Thursdays. These streams can involve StreamYard panels, and he's been known to introduce us to new creators. He always wants to help others grow. You'll meet more friends and family members anytime you're over there for a premiere or live stream. He posts frequently as well, so we'll be looking forward to a new video soon. He's got some shorts, and these have popped into over 3,000 views, one over 7,600, which is great to see. Here's an example of some of the live streams that he's been doing. I haven't caught him in a while. I'm out working Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in the day now, and we haven't had any bad weather in quite some time, but I'm hoping I'll catch Rambling with the Brooms for another Procrastination Thursday soon enough. And it's almost anything goes over there, and he's got a lot of friends that come up on the StreamYard panels, like I was saying. We have notification bells on for every channel, and that is partly in the spirit of doing everything we can for each other, and then as well so that we can support each other as much as we possibly can at all times. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I see Kat Lynn is here and Roadhog. They both happen to be members, so we're going to put them onto the wheel. And then First Floor Audio is coming up, so thank you again, Don Ray B, for those gifted memberships. Thank you, Rambling with the Brooms and First Floor Audio, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary as always, but very much appreciated. Ricky Life 365, an incredibly supportive channel that I run into out supporting others all the time, is here. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. The Life of Tiff, not on the list just yet. So the way that things work here, I have a robot in the background. I'll show it to you. It's called Bottissimo. And you'll notice the other ones like Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements. So this keeps a list of how active everybody is in the chat. And pardon me, First Floor Audio, Lee, we're going to get to your channel in a second. When I look through the search results and refresh, it's going to show me Northside Hawk has been most active in the chat. Today, Trending Now, Entertainment and News. Both of those channels are fairly new, along with Scratch and PPA is always up there. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are always chatting up a storm. So you get an idea. Now, what happens is a lot of these creators are members here in Tuber Chat, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But it's open to everyone. You do not have to Super Chat. You do not have to be a member. Super Chatters get put on the screen right away, but after a long period of time, I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in the chat. Backlash Fisherman is reminding me about the command that I use in the chat. You have to put this in manually if you're going to do something like this, but his wife, Coastal Water, came up with a fun saying for making sure that the robots are showing up. So Streamlabs, Stream Elements, hopefully, and Nightbot should be all here. Is Streamlabs not in the house today? Streamlabs is not here, and Nightbot's here. We got to. I got to fix that. I'll show everybody how to fix that in a second. Oh, and then thank you, Lark's Homesteadish. Yes, today's a different time for us, but thank you for being here. Lark's Homesteadish is a longtime friend as well. I think I missed another channel coming in. Pardon me if that's the case. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. First Floor Audio is a talented singer, songwriter, and producer. When you get to their channel, you will find a lot of live streaming as well as their original works that they post in videos. Shorts are just meant to promote some of the other videos here, but the live streams are where the magic happens on this channel, because you're invited to influence and interact with Lee and his StreamYard panel guests while he performs or sings or produces, which is really, really cool. And he's got a few series of live streams as well. So this is the one I caught the other day. If you catch this one here, this is, he says Radio 1FA, but this one here from, I guess it was just yesterday, about 24 minutes in, I think, is when he does the Tuber Chat song again. He's done that many times. And then he's got a series. I'm looking for the thumbnails on these. This one here, Radio 1FA, is where he features a compilation of all of his works together so that you can kind of get an idea of all the different variety. Usually when you find a music producer, in my experience, they stick to a genre or two, but Lee seems to be very diverse, and you'll find that as soon as you get through his music. So obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter from the UK, and thank you again, Lee, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. So it's time to spin the wheel. We'll do that right now, and we'll see who's coming up next. It looks like it's going to be Kat Lynn. And then I see Crocheting with Leanne coming in. I'm going to get you on the wheel in a quick second here. We're going to go on a break for about 3 minutes and then come back and put Catlin on the screen. All right, we're back. Hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. I know that Trish the Natural just came in. Emotion is here. 2 pineapples. Thank you for the kind message. They're a longtime friend that just hit 14,000 subscribers. And then thank you for that highlighted milestone message, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I appreciate that. I must have spun the wheel earlier and not realized I was doing it. So pardon me. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, but luckily Scratch and PPA is always trying to catch those for me. So Woman Outdoors will be the next channel that we look at. Catlin is coming up right now, and then I just wanted to show everybody something for a quick second. So we use a few different robots here in Superchat. So I use Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Bottissimo. And I use 4 for 2 different reasons. One of them is because each robot has a strength that I really enjoy. And then the other thing is, if you have a robot go down for the day, which we've seen before, you can make it up with another robot very easily with just a little bit of quick switching up of a few things. So In the case of Streamlabs, for whatever reason, it's not working today. So when we want to connect with this, and whether you're doing it for the first time or whether you're just logging in, you just head to streamlabs.com, hit log in with YouTube, and it's automatically going to pick your channel. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one. You can see I got too many channels here. And then I'm going to log in with Superchat, of course, and it just uses your credentials, so you don't have to worry about passwords and all that stuff, and it's always going to ask for that. What I'm going to do is head down to the cloud bot, and if you wanted to mark the time, we're about 48 minutes into episode 577. So you see what's happened here. For no reason at all, the cloud bot is not active right now, and I have to turn it on. And it's very weird because this is just some kind of a glitch, and it happens every once in a while. This is why we do something like use a command like this. Roll call is something that I use that was inspired by Coastal Water, who's in the chat with us. But that will let us know which robots are in the chat. So you see Nightbot is in the house, Bottissimo's in the house. Now Streamlabs is in the house because it didn't work the first time. And then there's a lot of options in here. Timers are what you see most often when the robot is dropping a few messages in the chat. And the thing is, if you're making promises on your channel, which can happen in the case of monetization, let's say you have members and you're promising to drop links like we do here. Nightbot drops links for our gold members like Emotion, who's in the chat right now, every 30 minutes or so. And if the robot happened to not show up for the day, let's say Nightbot wasn't working, then I could use another robot to do the same thing if I needed to in a pinch. Now, luckily, we're all friends here. I'm sure everybody's patient and, you know, that with each other, but you want to be able to cover your bases if you're making promises to people, right? So that's just an idea. But, you know, not a very in-depth tutorial there, but just to show you why sometimes these robots don't show up. Sometimes you have to deactivate them and reactivate them, or delete them and re-add them and things like that. We never know why these glitches continue, but easy to get over. Jessel's educational videos. I think you're here for the first time. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description here to tell you how to get the most value out of your time and connect with people the right way. Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you here, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody wanted me to see during the break, like a question or a comment that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Herman the Great is coming in, dropping a super chat, so thank you for that. He's done that before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and for that reason, your channel will be up right after Woman Outdoors. I already spun the wheel earlier and overlooked that. Kat Lynn is up right now as well, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. So Kat Lynn is bringing us oracle readings, and they're posting frequently, as you can see, almost every single day. They just put up a video a few hours ago. I'm going to put this one in my catch-up list. I know these are quite short, but I just want to try to stay caught up. Playlists can be a great tool, and I just have one that's lovingly named Ketchup from our friend Ghostly Winds from Australia. But playlists are something that can really help your watch hours as well. So if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other right now for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Big Dude is in the house, and he is a member, so I'm going to add him onto the wheel right away. We always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Kat Lynn has 577 subscribers now, getting close to 600. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. You'll notice the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has a live counter at the bottom of my wheel window there with 994 subscribers right now. Susan is the host. She's an incredibly supportive creator. We'd love to push her towards the 1,000. She's getting really, really, really close right now. TCG fam, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Kat Lynn, where you can see the About page. She's going to give you a bit of a story there. I'm going to look at the live streams because these are something she's been doing fairly frequently as well. And then Shorts videos are also here on the channel and have passed over 1,400 views, so that will likely continue as well as continue to grow. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And next up is Woman Outdoors from Erie, Pennsylvania. She brings us another outdoor channel that encompasses a lot of different activities, including camping. I like to say hiking, but she often takes us for a look around. Fishing, cooking outdoors. Camping is what I find most compelling here, but she's been doing a lot of product reviews as well, which is really cool. Kat Lynn has got a birthday stream coming up for Monday. Let me just make a note of that. Hey Siri, remind me on Monday at 10 a.m. about Kat Lynn's birthday stream.
Okay, I added it.
There we go. Hopefully I set everybody's Siri or everybody's iPhones into a frenzy there. Woman Outdoors has got over 1,200 subscribers right now. She comes from Erie, Pennsylvania, but the reason why I keep saying that is because that makes this particular channel compelling, at least in my own opinion. The reason why is because while she's engaging in all of her outdoor activities, including camping and giving us a look around, fishing and things like that, she is able to bring us all 4 seasons. So the extreme heat, the extreme cold, the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between. And I think that that brings a very unique variety into this channel. So I'm just going to grab her latest video. Actually, I'm going to grab the one from the YouTube creator Rendezvous. Is that the same one? Was that the forgive me, I thought Woman Outdoors was at the Mid-America meetup. Maybe I'm mistaken and this might be something else, or is it the same one? Forgive me for not being certain, but I'm looking forward to seeing that, and it's always great to see creators getting involved with their communities, right? I hope to do some meetups more and more as time goes on. And yeah, everybody will be on Kat Lynn's stream, says Scratch and PPA. When we look at Woman Outdoors, we see a lot of live streams as well. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these as well. Again, soon. It's been a while. Woman Outdoors I've caught for premieres, I believe, as well. Here we go with some shorts, and these have gotten into over a couple thousand views, over 2,700 actually, and that will likely continue for her. And Woman Outdoors, obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but she's out supporting others all the time. And what I find here, even though the same thing, something similar to what I'm going to say, happens for a lot of creators, you will notice that when we talk about Woman Outdoors, somebody in the chat will say Woman Outdoors is awesome or Woman Outdoors is great. So we know that she's having impact on her community, and that's a great thing to see. Nikki D Music and more, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And did Derek's Journey come in? Yes, Derek's Journey's another member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Herman the Great dropped a super chat. We're going to put that channel on the screen right now, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Herman the Great has 67 subscribers now. This is a creator that's actually been with us before, but they reset and restarted with a new channel recently. So we'd love to push them towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we do as much as we all can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So Herman the Great can look forward to that, and they're somebody who brings fun everywhere that they go. They always engage the chat when they're visiting other channels. I see them out supporting others. They were with the Stock Explorer earlier today. And then their shorts videos are getting up to 2,000 views already, which is great to see. And live streams are something that they've already picked up as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that we find from Herman the Great. And he'll give you the story on the channel on his About page, of course. So thank you again for another Super Chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. You've knocked a lot of life off of our stream boss, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, who happens to have a live counter under the wheel because they're getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can get them there today. Of course, we want to get a few more. We looked at that channel earlier, and again, Susan behind the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And I hope everybody will connect with her because I know you'll enjoy the support that comes back from her after you do. Let me see what I can do about getting to Big Dude right now. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. The Stock Explorer, Nora, thank you very much. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Another Super Chat. We'll look at her channel in a moment. I was on while she was streaming a while ago. She's in Florida and always has something going on. Did I not put you on the wheel? Oh, I did, yes. Okay, way up at the top. Derek's Journey. Thanks for hitting those custom emojis with your highlighted milestone message there as well. Derek's Journey just took over as the stream boss. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gains a little bit of exposure. But highlighted milestone messages, which are a free bonus for members, also work for that. So thank you, Derek's Journey, for that and for Super Chat as well. For that reason, I've got your channel ready to go after the Stock Explorer, and I see we've got a brand new channel in the chat. And then, so scrapping on the fly here in Tuber Chat, it's a variety of every different kind of channel you can imagine. We all support each other, regardless of niche or content. So while in your YouTube journey, your channel will likely draw in mostly viewers that will want to see your specific content. We give each other a head start here by supporting each other either way. What you'll likely find is that as you bring new people who otherwise may never have found your channel into your content, you could be making fans, turning them into fans of both your channel and the content in general, therefore helping your entire genre and community, if that makes sense. Sounds a little idealistic, but I really do believe that's the case. We see it all the time. I would have never imagined I'd be following so many crochet channels or lottery ticket scratching channels or things like that. These are things that we were, myself personally, discovered through the Tuber Chat family. So just idea more than anything else, but our instructions are always in our video description. Hopefully you're feeling welcome, and if you check those out, you'll see how to maximize your time here and make sure you connect with creators in a way that will make them solid and strong supporters. Crocheting with Leanne, thank you so much for renewing that membership. By the way, she's a silver member, which means we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, like when I do that, for instance. And Big Dude is up here right now. Infinity Girl Gamer 20 is in the house. Good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Big Dude is working on watch hours right now. And Big Dude is somebody who's been with us for a while. It's a variety on this channel, but you'll see that they get into Bible study and shout-outs and things like that in their content. I'm going to grab another video from you. Let me see what you've done for a live stream. I'm going to take a live stream replay, And I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I don't think I've caught you for a live stream ever yet. And then shorts, let's see how these are doing. These seem to be a lot of celebrity shout-outs, but these are getting into the many thousands of views, which is great to see. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is now at 996. If anybody hasn't connected with her, I hope you will. We're expecting to push her right up to the 1,000 subscribers and hopefully beyond today. The Stock Explorer is coming up, and we'll see what they have got going on. I'm always good, Infinity Girl Gamer. Thank you for asking. I caught her for a live stream again not too long ago. Crocheting with Leanne. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up right after Derek's Journey. And when we look at Nora's channel, the Stock Explorer, we see a creator from Florida that wants to bring us information about the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. I kind of like, how do I say, like sighed in a miserable way when I was on her stream earlier a couple of hours ago, because Nora was talking about a couple of stocks like Nvidia and Tesla that have really moved. And the thing is, like, I saw those videos and I haven't yet made a move on something like that. I tend to be extremely conservative when it comes to thinking about saving or investing or anything like that. And when she mentioned the fact that they're really moving, I'm like, I'm missing out. It's totally fear of missing out that's got me going. I had bought a little bit of crypto a few summers ago, and it's all down from what it was. Now, I meant to buy it and hold it anyway, so it doesn't matter, because it will, someday it will likely get up and over where it originally started. We never know. But the Stock Explorer can help us make sense of both of these things, both stock markets and crypto markets, and get an eye on what might be coming up. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you here. Now, they do this through videos, shorts, and live streams. There's a bit of variety on the channel. The shorts are a good example of that. These are starting to get into some popular territory with over 3,500 views. Thank you, Scrapping on the Fly, for the share and the thumbs up. And then in the videos, we see a lot of variety. So here, see, this is what I'm talking about. Tesla rally from a year ago. Nvidia stock, is it time to buy from a year ago? I'd love to know what it moved from the time you made that video to the time that you were talking about it today, because I love getting stressed out over missing opportunities to earn or make money. And there's the live stream that they did earlier. They often have charts and graphs for us to see, and it's really friendly conversation here. So like I said, they talk about these things in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. Sometimes they have StreamYard panelists that come up, and once in a while they even do like an interview style. So I joined them a few months ago. I hope you'll check that out on their channel. There it is right there. Longer than I thought. 4 months already. It's hard to believe. But we talked about YouTube for a couple of hours there. Now, the Stock Explorer as well has a second channel. Now, they're here as a member and a moderator in the Tuber Chat family as well, so you can imagine the impact that they have on our community. And Tropical Buzz is a second channel that they've got here with 226 subscribers, where they intend on educating us about plant life, some of which is already there, some they will intend on growing themselves through shorts and videos for now. Live streams might be an idea for the future, and it's basically growing season. They're getting involved in seed swaps and things with other creators, so I'm looking forward to seeing what more they're going to come up with. Thank you again for another super chat, Nora. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Kermajin, Alaska, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Derek's Journey's up here. He dropped a super chat earlier as well, so thank you for that. He's done that countless times. Now, I know we've got quite a few new channels in the house, especially because we're doing a stream at an uncommon time. We mix up our days and times. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. It will take a long period of time. I'm guessing another hour, but eventually I will add some names onto our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active, and that means engaging in conversation. I have a robot that keeps up with that. As well, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody has meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Derek's Journey's here with almost 1,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. This is somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. I know you hear me say the same things all the time, but this is really how these creators have had impact. Yeah, Ricky Life 365. It takes time to get to know anybody, but this is what I like about putting channels on the screen here. Some creators, especially you could tell by the stories that I tell, have been friends a long time. So like for instance, Derek's Journey's been with us for what I believe was 2.5 years or so. And I know this channel and creator well enough to be able to give a bit of a elaborate description about their channel. So it's fitness first here, and it takes time, like I said, to get to know channels and get to know creators, and it usually takes a few months to really get a good speech going here in Tuber Chat. But I do enjoy, first of all, putting channels up and getting to know creators in the background as well. When I get to know people on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, things like that, we have a chance to conversate a little bit more. I start to learn a little bit more than I might get just from thumbnails and titles, because it's impossible for us to watch all of each other's videos. I don't read everybody's about page in full. It's just through going through content over weeks and months. But for instance, so I'm going to take one of his latest videos so I don't fall behind here. It's fitness first on this channel, and one of the things that they do are these steps challenges. You're not competing against other people here. You're competing only against yourself. The idea is improvement, of course. But Derek's Journey has this incredible ability to build a community of collaborators that is otherwise like basically unseen. And it's wonderful. If you've ever tried in life to try to get 2 or 3 people to agree on anything, you know how difficult that is, let alone trying to get a lot of different people to collaborate. But he does this with ease. As well, he gives us a wonderful look into the family life behind the channel as well. They take us on adventures. They do a lot of product reviews. Lately, they've been going through all the energy drinks. Different ones. They actually did a Tuber Chat shout out a while ago, and I appreciated that. But sometimes they take us out on family excursions or vacations and things like that, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety as well. They bring us shorts, videos, live streams. The shorts are getting into almost over a couple thousand views, one of them over 5,300, and then live streams are something that they do occasionally as well. So they just did one, actually. I missed that. Now they've got another couple of channels. When we look at Balance Breakers, Fitness and Gaming, we see some video gameplay along with the fitness challenges from Derek's Journey. And then You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden is 2 of the members of the in real life Derek's Journey family that are promising to bring us more variety as well as the fitness challenges that we know and love from Derek's Journey. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them on all of these channels. You Never Know what Jeannie and Jaden now is working on 200. So hopefully we'll get them a little bit closer. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Together We Travel, I hope I welcomed you. I saw you come in earlier from the other side of the fence. Brings us barrel racing on their channel. I'm going to get them ready to go, and we'll let the wheel decide when they're going to come up. And let's look next at Crocheting with Leanne. And thank you again, the Stock Explorer, Derek's Journey, and Crocheting with Leanne for these super chats. I really do appreciate these. They've all done that countless times before. So as you hear me say, they're generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Crocheting with Leanne. is up, and let's see what she's got going on. She took a bit of a break, but is back in action. I think she even did a stream the other day. Am I right? Yeah, she did a stream yesterday. I wasn't able to catch that, but great that you're doing that as well. Now, she does more than crochet on her channel, and this is another creator that wants to help others grow. So when you visit her for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members in a very similar way to what we do here. Her shorts videos are getting into over 1,700 views, and then her videos are frequent as well. So I'm going to take the latest video, put that on my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. And I actually joined her on her channel a while back. Scratch and Pete PA gave her a little help with prep, and we did a stream together. I'm trying to remember how long ago it was, so I can hopefully catch it with the thumbnail. Here it is. Is this? No, Meet and Connect and Grow. She's, oh, pardon me. The Bullock Experience. It was right after the Bullock Experience. There it is. So 7 months ago, longer than I thought. But Crocheting with Leanne and I got together and we talked YouTube. And thanks again, Scratch and PPA does so much for our community. It's unbelievable, not to mention for me. So he helped make that interview what it was. You hear me talk about Scratch and PPA all the time. And then Kathy Payne, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And yeah, scrapping on the fly, and anybody else who's fairly new or brand new to Tuber Chat. The best success here is found in just taking your time. There's lots of people who will come through the chat. We're really only expecting to conversate with one person at a time, and you can meet up to about 8, maybe 10 new supporters per hour here, but any faster than that is too fast anyway. So it's better to start a true conversation with creators, and that's really where the magic is here, and hopefully that's helpful. So again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And when we look at Canadian family life, we see another channel from New Brunswick. Yes, Cricket 208, you're right, actually. I wonder what everybody thinks. I know a few people mention the way that I'm able to talk, what seemingly is fast-paced for 3 straight hours with almost non-stop. It doesn't stop after Tuber Chat. It keeps going on, and I gotta remember to hydrate once in a while, right? So Canadian family life is going to bring us, actually we see friend mail here. I've seen a couple of these from her. She'll shout out other channels. She's always getting involved in all kinds of communities. She cares very much about her own community. So much she's actually already been featured on Tuber Chat, and she's just been with us a couple of months. It seems like longer because I see her everywhere supporting others and doing a lot of live streaming and hopping in on StreamYard panels and things like that as well. She'll bring hauls and help us talk about spending money, or saving money, spending and saving money while we do it, actually. And then some homesteading activities as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Tiffany is the host, and she's had quite an impact on our community. And here we go with shorts. Well over 1,000 views now, one of them over 1,100. That will likely continue. You can see what I mean about these live streams at least once a week, it seems. And hopefully that will continue. But she hops in with other people on theirs, and I see her in chats all the time. Every day that I can be out supporting others, I run into her constantly. With a lot of other familiar faces here in the Tuber Chat family. So from New Brunswick, that's another fellow Canadian, of course. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up. So I talk about swapping playlists all the time. And forgive me because I don't describe the process as often as I used to or probably should. But swapping playlists is a very simple arrangement that you can make with another creator. You're simply agreeing to run a playlist of their videos, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of yours. And you can imagine that by getting a lot of different people to run an entire playlist for you, you will see your watch hours grow. There's another couple of reasons why we talk about it here, though, because when you get somebody to run your entire playlist, they're running every video from beginning to end, which is great for retention and can bump up the averages across your whole channel if you get a lot of people doing it. The other thing is that when you trade favors with another creator, you have the opportunity to start a friendship there. That's where the magic really happens here in Superchat. That's why I push the idea of swapping playlists so much, because when you trade favors with somebody, you will likely find yourself favoring them and being favored by them. When you think about the idea that you might have 20 or 30 videos right now for somebody to watch, you might make another 50 or more this year, I hope. And if that's the case, you know that all these friends that you're going to make are going to be there to watch most of them. That's where your watch hours are really going to start to grow exponentially. So you can make those arrangements with anybody at all here, and everybody's free to make them outside. You can talk about it here, or you can go give each other your Instagrams or Facebooks or TikToks or wherever you like to connect, and make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, I don't facilitate or interfere. We just talk about it because I know that it's helpful. And when you make friends here in the Superchat live streams, you will likely remember that. This is why we continue to grow. Someday, somebody's going to ask you, and this goes for everybody, how did you grow your YouTube channel? How did you find the success that you found? And in most cases, you will likely turn around and say, well, one of the channels you need to connect to is Superchat, and that's the hope, and it seems to be working. So if I need to clarify, anybody can just let me know, and I'll talk more about it, but otherwise we will move on. Mike and Rihanna's Family Adventures are longtime friends from the homesteading community, and they are really aggressively working on their channel. They're going through everything from considering new content to thumbnails, titles, tags, descriptions, hashtags, and promotion on the other social networks as well. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures certainly will be willing to swap playlists. They talk about that often, and they're always trying to improve their content, although their video editing skills are already fantastic. I've really enjoyed their year-end wrap-up videos, but they'll bring us out on adventures. Sometimes we're hanging out with them in the kitchen, and they could be doing a lot of live streaming as well. That can bring variety, because sometimes it's indoors, sometimes it's outdoors. I'm putting a notification on for one that they've got going on tomorrow, and we're basically putting notifications on for everything that we see, and that's in the spirit of just doing as much as we can for each other. And thank you, Backlash Fisherman. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. So Mike and Rihanna's Family Adventure, sorry, it used to be called Mike and Rihanna's Family Vlogs. It's now called Mike and Rihanna's Adventures because they just wanted to expand give the ability to expand their content there. They've got some shorts videos that are getting into over 22 and 2,300 views. They've got one breakout short here with over 79,000. I know they're excited about that, but that's likely only the first one. Almost every thing that happens in your YouTube journey, whether it's good or bad, hopefully much more good than bad, it's usually always the first time. When you hit a milestone, it's likely the first time you hit that milestone, you're going to hit it again. You know, you have videos that hit 100 views, and then all of a sudden you have videos that hit 1,000 views. Then all of a sudden you have videos eventually that hit 10,000, and it happens more and more. And I talk about it all the time, but the content that we're making, when we talk about videos on our channel, video shorts, live streams, every piece of content helps the content before it and after it, right? This is why our channels continue to grow. This is why after what's getting on almost 30 years of social media and web development and things like that, I landed here in YouTube, because this is a magical system. and everybody continues to grow, and evergreen content really does well here. And what I'm talking about is sometimes you make a video that will be, it doesn't expire. So an example might be, how to grow tomatoes. There are lots of different ways. Technology changes even in that world, and new products will come out and creators will have different ways of doing it. Or a better example might be cooking videos, right? People are always going to be looking for a new way to do something, like even when it comes to baking a lasagna. There's a million different ways to do it, and people will always look for some new idea, right? Or new recipe and things like that. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense the way I wish, but I'm sure you get what I'm talking about. Rock Chick Beauty's coming up from the UK because they're dropping a super chat on us right now. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. They'll be the next channel that we look at. And then Infinity Girl Gamer made some more music. We'll be looking forward to that. Sometimes they stream and do that, and then they make the songs available for us to hear as well. Dre Lasha is up here. This creator has 2 channels, actually. Pardon me, one of those is what we're looking at right now with almost 1,100 subscribers. And Dre Lasha brings us variety. And they'll talk about motivation for self and others, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But it's pure variety here. They've got a couple of premieres coming up. I'll set notifications for those. Kitchen Flights, Birthday Vlog Day 1. Did I miss your birthday? And that was just a few days ago, and maybe we weren't streaming on that day. And then a lot of stories to be told on this channel, but this creator is also known for some fitness. Let's look at the shorts for a second. These are pure variety on this channel. I'll show you the other channel in a moment too. These are getting over 5,000 views a couple, which is great. We'll just take a moment to congratulate the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, who officially has 1,000 subscribers. Now, I don't always keep the counter up after somebody hits 1,000, but we've got a long way to go. We're barely getting halfway through the stream. We can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like. We'd like to see the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch get to about 1,005 or 1,010 would be ideal, so that they can keep that 1,000 locked in. But I know Susan will be excited, and I appreciate the idea of you coming in here so we can celebrate with you. So Dre Lasha as well is doing a bit of live streaming. These seem to be every few days. I missed the last few. I thought I caught you. I guess it's 2 weeks already. And when I get back to your homepage, I'm going to see Dre Hair and Fitness. I've caught them over here also. And they've got video shorts and live streams on this channel. 179 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about, and they've even got over 5,000 on one of these, which is great to see. Live streams here are frequent also, and this is where I've caught them because they get into their fitness routines also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm sure you will, not to mention the support that comes back. She's usually here with us just about every day as well. Mr. Fulton Mraz has got always some good news for us, so that's wonderful. Got first place and a gold medal in the 100-meter dash, and that's wonderful. They're going to continue with these Olympic events as well. And Mr. Fulton Mraz is another friend of over 3.5 years since before the beginning of Tuber Chat. Rock Chick Beauty has been with us for just under 3 years, and she comes to us from the UK. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I think the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch was saying they were between 1,300 and 1,400 watch hours. That might have been a week or two ago, but hopefully that will continue to move. It's great to see. Derek's Journey's reaching out, I think, right? it's wonderful to see creators reaching out to support each other in that way. So Rock Chick Beauty started with beauty. They've actually expanded the content on their channel. But this is a creator who reset and restarted just over 2 years ago. And the idea behind that is, could you do better? Or a better way of putting it might be, if I knew then what I know now. And the thing is, Rock Chick Beauty had some experience to start with. She knows now. When you look at the channel, that's apparent, because this creator puts presentation at the forefront of their mind always. You see bright, bold headshots on their thumbnails and a professional look. Even though every video gets its own thumbnail, you see consistency here, which will likely pay off when we talk about branding. So she talks about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, unboxings, and more, but she's actually gotten into a lot of product reviews lately, including sponsored videos. The shorts here are getting over 1,200 and 1,600 views. That will likely continue, and when we look at the live stream, we see that she does these occasionally as well. So she just did one actually a few days ago, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that countless times. And now it's time to spin the wheel again. Rock Chick Beauty's over 1,100 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 1,200 she's thinking about. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to go for 3 minutes and come back with Scratch and PPA. Alright, we're back and we're looking at Scratch and Pete PA, who is very well known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. The reason why I say that is because Scratch and Pete PA is literally known as one of the most supportive creators that I've met in 6 years on YouTube now. And he literally stands at the top, the pinnacle, the top of the mountain when it comes to supporters. The reason, I say a lot of interesting things. I'm struggling to try to find a new way to describe the way that this creator supports people, but he literally supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch, both mine and others. And I'm constantly overwhelmed, especially when thinking about it, to wonder how somebody can be so lucky as to have somebody support them so much. And I know he does this for others as well. Can you imagine? Scratch and Pete PA came to us within the first 30 or 40 episodes of Tuber Chat and has been here for every single episode after that. We're on episode number 577 today. These live streams have averaged over 2 hours now, because lately we've been at 3 hours. Can you imagine somebody supporting you that much? Now, he puts out a video every week, and those videos run 15 to 20 minutes depending on the intro, because he premieres them. So it is impossible for me to ever repay the support that Scratch and Pete PA gives, yet he gives it anyway, knowing that. So I think that speaks volumes about the generosity of the creator behind this channel. He's put a lot of consideration into his content before he ever started, and brings us a special one-of-a-kind channel when it comes to his unique twist on lottery ticket scratching. The Servant David Show, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Songbits Laura, did I get you on the wheel today? I did not. Songbits Laura needs to be added to the wheel. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If I missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. When we look at the Scratch Challenge series of videos, Scratch and Pete PA pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. He sets his premieres usually around Saturday. They run on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and I'm just putting my notifications on for those right now. If you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. And part of the reason is because of his consistency and people enjoying his content, but a big part of it is the support that he gives to others comes back in a rush and flood of support, all within that 15 to 20 minute window. Again, just depending on the intro every week on his premieres. So that it makes that very fast-paced, high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of as well. Now, you'll notice that presentation is on the forefront of his mind, because his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by his thumbnails, which feature not only content, but a hint about the giveaways that happen on this channel as well. And then his banner is updated every week to match. So you can imagine the work that that takes. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video. So I hope everybody will check that out and see what I mean. Silent Silver, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now, because we're in the second half of the live stream, but we can stay up to another almost hour and a half if everybody would like. The Bud Files are coming up. These are modern day archaeologists who seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They do that with shorts and live streams as well. They're here with us in Tuber Chat every single day, and I see them out supporting others and always engaging conversation everywhere that they go as well. So I'll show you what they've got going on. Wow, a 1200 shout out My dear goodness, that's a 2-hour video. Is that a stream that you reposted or something? My dear goodness. And they've got some shorts and live streams as well. The live streams, it's been a couple of weeks, but they do these occasionally, so hopefully we'll catch them for another one soon. When they do live streams, they could be doing a variety of different things. They've really expanded the content on the channel. They could be doing reviews. They could be taking us out to a cemetery, graveyard, or other abandoned location, or they might be indoors playing a game, singing and dancing. I've caught them doing a few different things. Shorts videos I love looking at these days. We're really putting a lot of focus on shorts, and we see that these have gotten into the 3,400, 5,000 views, and one of them over 15,000 views. And then when we look at their videos, we see that there's some more variety here, but this is where we get a lot of history and stories to be told from the Bud files. So I'm going to take your 1200 shout out video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up playlist. And I have to be honest, I run more videos than I'm able to watch. I'm sure that's the case for everybody, but I will put that at the end of my list. What I usually do is I take that playlist that I use for catching up with creators, and I order the videos from shortest to longest. The reason why is because if I have 20 minutes or a half an hour, or if I'm lucky enough to have an hour to sit there and watch videos, I can get through a lot of videos all at once. But when it comes to longer things or live stream replays, I could just let the playlist keep going if I have to go out to work or if it's the end of the night and things like that. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee is coming up, bringing us some auction style live shopping. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch that you see at the bottom of the screen there is Susan, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who has now hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm leaving the counter up because we want to make sure, first of all, that sticks, but we'd love to get them a few more subscribers. If anybody hasn't already connected with them, I hope you will. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee, another loyal and dedicated supporter, obviously a generous creator. Now, they have some shorts videos that bring us some variety, and we see that these have gotten into over a couple thousand views, one of them over 7,100. The videos here are made to promote the live streams, but when we get into the live streams, we see an auction style live shopping type of program, and these can happen a couple of times a week, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I've always been interested after seeing the first couple of live auction style shopping or sales live streams. I think that these are really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get here. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee seen out supporting others. They have StreamYard panelists that come up for these sales as well. And these, as you can see, get into a couple of hours or even more. So hopefully we'll push them towards the 500 subscribers that they're thinking about. And I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go in a second here. If anybody would like to swap playlists, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The next channel that's coming up is called Roadhog. This is a popular name for a channel. As you can see, your search results might be different than mine, but we're really doing a great service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other's names. The ones that are the hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most. The idea is after you get hundreds of people searching, finding, and clicking on your channel name, you will rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when people are looking for your particular channel, or in this case, Roadhog. The other thing we could do is when the search results come up, just match that avatar. We know that they've got 403 subscribers right now. This creator tells us that everything on their channel was found in the trash. Their dogs are fun as well. But the idea is that they're breathing new life into things that otherwise might have been discarded or passed by. So I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this in my catch-up list. They're really doing a great job of posting frequently. And, oh, they're hitting monsters here. That's like my breakfast every day. I'm not drinking that now, but that's breakfast don't let me admit to anybody that I drink sometimes 2 a day as well. One of these days I hope to be off of those things, but my goodness. Cabaret Gaming is on the wheel as well. Thank you for the share. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety here on Roadhog. We see that their shorts videos have gotten into almost a couple thousand views. Those are getting close. They'll likely pass that soon. And then live streams are something that might be an idea for the future of the channel. But they're here every day as well, especially lately. So I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day, or certainly not for 3 hours every time we stream. I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by to give a thumbs up, or let the stream run in the background, or come by for a quick hello. We always appreciate that. Just Jason Keto is somebody who I caught for the first time on a live stream the other day. I was looking forward to that. I literally set an alarm for that and was able to make sure that I caught it. Just Jason Keto is talking to us about healthy eating, healthy living. And I always learn something when I'm over there. He's got a lot of guests that come on with him and share life experiences. It's not all about the keto-based diet. It's also about the lifestyle, right? And it's about making healthy choices and better decisions. We talk about the struggles. The other day we were talking about, cruise ships and stuff like that. I was lucky to have worked on a cruise ship once 100 years ago. And we have a lot of creators bringing us cruising content lately. I remember a statistic that they told me. This is back in the mid-90s, but they literally said while I was working on this thing, and I'm older than you think I am, but they said the average person gains 7 pounds on a cruise. And you could imagine why, because there's an abundant amount of food. And, being that long ago, the ship that I was working on is much smaller than some of the ships that are out there today. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff. Celebrities have franchises on these cruise ships as well. You can get burgers, you can get ice cream, you can get all the stuff that helps us gain weight, and then we leave it to Just Jason Keto and our friends to help us make better decisions afterwards and try to work off that 7 pounds and keep it off. Coffee Walks and Whatever, good to see you in the house, another fellow Canadian couple. And Just Jason Keto, though, brings on interesting guests, especially in their videos. And what happens here, so I was mistaken maybe. I had said maybe they take their videos out of their live streams, but I just caught the first live stream the other day. That was Just Jason hanging out with us. This is a fellow Canadian too, actually. But often what happens, you see all these thumbnails with StreamYard guests here, and he will have them share their life experiences, and we always get to learn from the trials, tribulations, struggles. It's not always negative. It's not always like, it's so hard, we got to do better. That's not it at all. It's maybe even can be looked at as a support system. I know from personal experience, the only time I did ever very seriously get onto a diet was working out regularly and stuff like that. I wasn't following any particular diet, but a friend of mine was doing keto, and I would just basically do whatever he said. And I lost 30 pounds in a couple of months. And I found it much easier because I've struggled after that with weight gain and the idea of not being able to lose. And I think one of the benefits is having a support system of friends or like-minded people that want to support each other. And Just Jason Keto has literally said the idea is just to get as much information out there as possible so that it can spread far and wide and affect as many people as possible. Now, in his content as well, he's going to give us some reviews, but he's going to give us tips and tricks and even hacks, I like to say, about how we can get more value out of some of the things we might otherwise already buy. It's easy to go through the grocery store and see a bunch of things marked keto. A lot of the magazines now are using the term. It's become so popular. But we want to make sure that we're learning about the ingredients of the things that we might be buying, really understanding, if you want to count calories, that can be a part of it, and things like that, but really understanding. And Just Chasing Keto can help us get more value out of the things that we might find and buy when we're thinking about that kind of thing for our own keto-based diet or lifestyle, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. 826 subscribers right now. They've had an incredible impact both on myself and our community. We love to push them towards the 900 that they're thinking about right now. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And it looks like it's going to be Growing What I Eat. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Growing What I Eat is going to talk to us about growing all kinds of different things in a garden. I believe that they're growing over 30 different things, and they're going to talk to us not only about the process of growing these different things, but what kind of things can be grown together, what kind of things need to be separated, tips and tricks for what we're going to do when things don't work out. Sometimes you try to grow something, everything you try, it just doesn't want to grow. You might mix things up, right? And Growing What I Eat is going to talk to us about some of that. They got some shorts videos here that are getting into the couple thousand views now. That will likely continue. And then I caught them for a live stream a month ago. Hopefully I'll catch them for another one if they're going to do those frequently. And then we'll be looking forward to some more videos in a while. But as you can see, they've got a lot of variety on their channel for different things that they're growing. Trees, vegetables, fruit, and herbs and other things. So 363 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Just Jason Keto is just gifting a membership right there. Thank you for that. We saw that done earlier by Don Ray B as well. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. Kathy Payne is picking up that gifted membership. Just Jason Keto's done this countless times. I know she'll be happy to have that. If she's still in the chat, we'll put her on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Cabarar Gaming is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And Just Jason Keto, thank you very much for that generosity. Again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And Cabarar Gaming is going to bring us a variety of different gameplay on their channel. Video, shorts, live streams. I often find them with a lot of Grand Theft Auto content. That's my game of choice, of course. I've given Rockstar and Xbox an unreasonable amount of money when it comes to these. I have a son and a nephew that have both grown up with me playing those at a much younger age than they probably should have been. But we'll have to wait it out to see how that's affected everybody. I'm sure they'll be fine. And we'll look at the videos for a second. I've just taken the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. Mostly Grand Theft Auto lately, but they really do mix things up, as you can see. Shorts videos, I just want to see how these are doing for them. And these are getting into, look at these, into the thousands of views, one over 15,000, 19,000, 30,000. Those will likely continue as well. And then live streams are something that they do frequently. I've caught them many times for live streams, and you'll find a warm welcome from this creator. They're always excited. You can almost feel the fun that's been being had while they're playing as well. And Cabarar Gaming is getting close to 1,900 subscribers. I just want to show you their second channel, Cabarar Vlogs, where they give us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. So they're posting here occasionally, but they're giving us helpful tips along the way. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them here as well. They've been with Superchatters for, I think, well over 2.5 years now. let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share the stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. From the Other Side of the Fence is up right now. And they bring us an interesting one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. I see we've got a new channel in the chat as well. Martha Makes Art. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. From the Other Side of the Fence has 228 subscribers right now. This creator will tell you on their About page, they started this channel to engage in some video editing, kind of show off some skills here. They actually mix video and photos in their videos on the channel. But what they want to bring us is their view from behind the fence, the other side of the fence, as the father of a teenage barrel racer. Now, I had only heard the term that I know of, barrel racing, from a TV show called Yellowstone that I'd watched. It's incredibly popular. I know they've got a bunch of spin-offs and things like that. But I wanted to take the time to look up barrel racing. Pardon me, my allergies are just always getting to me here. I wanted to look up barrel racing and see exactly what that sport involves, so that I can get a better idea of what to expect on this channel as opposed to what we see in TV and movies and things like that. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. Oh, I wasn't expecting to have that trouble. But thank you, everybody, for your patience. Oh, thank you for following on Twitter as well. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat, because we put out a tweet for every live stream, usually right afterwards, but there's a lot there, and anybody who tweets or retweets get added into a list that we have, a Twitter list called Tuber Chat Stars, and that is somewhere where you can find over 150, I think it's 150 or more, different channels now that are active on Twitter, part of the Tuber Chat family, and willing to share for others. Because the idea is, if you're willing to share for us, you might be willing to share for others, and you can trade favors over there and get some extra exposure coming into your stuff from Twitter. So hopefully everybody will enjoy seeing From the Other Side of the Fence. This creator is going to give us barrel racing and some of the literal sports in a combination of video and photos, like I was talking about, so we can see how this is done. This one of the things I really noticed is the connection between horse and rider. Forgive me if I'm not using the right terms there. I'm still learning, of course. But I really think that there has to be a bond of trust between both to be able to do what they do. And if you haven't already seen barrel racing, I'm sure you'll find it interesting. Most of the videos are quite short, at only a few minutes long here, but I've enjoyed them, so hopefully you'll check those out, and I'm sure you will as well. Lisa J. Stocks, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Kathy Paina is still in the house. That creator just picked up a gifted membership from Just Chasing Keto. We saw that both from him and from Don Ray B today. Incredibly generous thing to have done, and I certainly appreciate the extra support here. What you'll notice is when gifted memberships happen, the creators that receive them usually get a notification. I believe it's just email, but it happens like almost... Sometimes we look at notifications and we don't get enough. We say, like, why don't I get the notifications? I didn't know this person was live. I wanted to know. But the gifted memberships seem to come through as emails all the time. So you might often find that if gifted memberships happen on your channel, then what will happen is the recipients will get these emails, and they might even come right into the stream if they're available at that moment. Oh, Kathy Piena said that they have done some barrel racing, which is interesting. I don't know if I'd ever heard of it before. I happen to be in Canada, but I'm a city boy. I grew up in Toronto, and I have spent most of my time surrounded by steel, glass, and concrete. Not a lot of opportunity for barrel racing, so I can't imagine I'd ever seen it, but I know from that television show, and it gave me the extra interest in the channel there. Life on a Budget is here right now with 595 subscribers. This channel was just recently renamed from the gaming family, and they're live right now. They're doing Fortnite stream. They've got just one video here, but they've got some shorts, and these have started to get into over 1,000 views, so that will likely continue. Over 1,400 there. Lots of Fortnite, but I believe they mix these up. Yes, Apex Legends is here, and I thought they had something else, but I could be mistaken. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're here with us frequently, and they have been many times. Brandy's Unboxings and more. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see in the chat, I will, if I've missed anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around as well. Cricket 208 looks like they've seen quite a bit of barrel racing as well, which is really cool. I don't know what different things I've seen. Growing up in Toronto, it's obviously a world-class city, and the population, I don't even know where the population is now. Last count was like 5 million, but it's much, much larger than that, because we have cities that you can't see the border between one city and the next. You cross the street and you're in the next city. And so it gets into the millions and millions. But that means we have world-class stadiums and different things as well. And there's one thing we used to have at a thing called the Canadian National Exhibition. They have a special building, and they would have, I forget the name of the competitions, but where the horses jump over the different obstacles and things like that. And I remember seeing those. My grandfather was so excited to take us and see the shows with the horses. I don't know if we would have seen barrel racing there. I can't imagine so, but I might be mistaken. But I do remember seeing that. Dorinda Fulton, thank you for that membership, and especially being a gold member. So first of all, I'm going to put you on the wheel right away right now, because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But as a gold member, what that means is that we're going to see your channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And your link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. We've seen that from a few creators that are in the chat there as well. And you'll notice every time a Super Chatter membership happens, Bottissimo comes in and drops a link when it's working, which is 99% of the time. So that's just a small bonus there as well. We're still moving. We're moving a little bit faster. We still got another hour to go in the stream if everybody would like to stay that long. Lots of time to put lots of channels up on the screen. I will get to some names from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in the chat in another few minutes. VS Speaks Royally is somebody who brings a little bit of variety on their channel, especially in the shorts and videos. We can see that these have gotten into over 4,700 and 7,100 views. That will likely continue. Videos have a bit of variety, but this creator, pardon me, does really excellent job of staying well versed and up to date in one major subject, which is the royal family. They always have something going on, but what a year for the royal family, as you can imagine. Lots to talk about, lots to discuss. And when I talk about engaging conversation, this is something that VS Speaks Royally does everywhere that they go, including here in the Tuber Chat live chats. But they do a great job of leading conversation in their own live streams, and you will see a very vibrant, engaged conversation here. It's a perfect example. This channel is on a major growth run right now, and they were well established before the last 7 or 8 months of activity have happened with the royal family. I say of channels over 3,000 that they must be there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to 3,000 and beyond. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, seeing what I'm talking about as an example of engaged conversation. And VS Speaks Royally is known as an incredibly supportive creator, bouncing in between everybody's premieres and live streams. I run into them constantly. Brandy's Unboxings and More has got a goal coming up. You can let us know what that is. I know we talk in the chat sometimes about not mentioning numbers and stuff like that, but Jesse Miller's Unboxings and More has been here as well. But Brandy's Unboxings and More has got a goal coming up. They're getting close. You can let us know what that is if you'd like. I'd be interested to know. Oh wow, Kathy Payne has done a few different things when it comes to horses as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, which we do here, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. My flock is everywhere. Has been here from the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure if they're still here right now. This is an incredibly supportive creator, and they usually engage with a lot of talk of the unexplained. Let me just grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. There's a lot of variety here. Let me see what they're doing for shorts videos as well. These are starting to get into over a couple thousand views, which is interesting. Live streams are something they do occasionally, and we'll see they've got another one coming up on Tuesday. So we'll look forward to that. I'm setting notifications for everything that I see, whether they, regardless of the start time, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. So we see a bit of variety on this channel. I gotta sit and watch a couple of their videos so I can really see what they're doing here, so I can do a better job of talking about the channel, because my flock is everywhere. I see them out supporting others. And I'm just going to take actually a second video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well. I'm going to make sure I go through a couple of those. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen in a second. Hugo Homestead is coming up. Michelin Doll tee up. Yes, good to see you here. And Hugo Homestead, I'm going to put them up. Their About page talks about what Hygge means. So that's how you pronounce this, H-Y-G-G-E, Hygge. H-O-O-G-A is kind of what we imagine it might look like. Hygge Homestead talks about a cozy, peaceful home. And that's in Danish. So we're learning something before we even get into the channel, which is great to see. They've got 530 subscribers. They're here with us frequently again. They're actually a longtime friend, but they've been with us every day lately. Now, I appreciate every moment that everybody can spend. I know not everybody could be here every day or 3 hours every time we stream. So I do appreciate every moment. And then here we have a new video from this creator just from a couple days ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. They've got some shorts videos that have gotten into over 1,500 views, which is great to see. We'll likely see more of that from them as well. Live streams might be an idea for the future of the channel, but I see Hygge Homestead out there supporting a lot of other creators. When I'm out trying to do the same thing, bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them all the time. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm moving a little bit faster now, and if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Kristen Welton is here. This is my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. and she has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. She's here as a member and a moderator. I'm just going to get Mitchy Boo ready to go. That's Mitchell and Doll with a second channel. They're dropping a super chat right now. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a little while, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list. It should only be another 15 minutes from now or so. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is at 1,000 subscribers. You see that counter at the bottom of the screen. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. Make sure they get that 1,000 locked in if anybody hasn't already connected to them. Cruisin' Koozies, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Kristen Welton's content, we see that this creator, first of all, has presentation at the forefront of her mind. These bright, bold headshots on her videos and the color scheme that she's chosen are really going to make her recognizable and pay off when it comes to the idea of branding. When YouTube recommends a video to someone who's already enjoyed one of her videos, they will likely be inclined to click on hers again because of the professional look that she's giving here. She's got a brand new video that she put up earlier today. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list, make sure that I stay caught up with that. She's got shorts videos as well. These have popped into over 13,000, 19,000, 21, and 28,000 views. Both of these cats have been featured in cameo appearances here on Tuber Chat. That's Spiky Bruiser and Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. They're looking a little weird in their thumbnails here, but they're cute cats, of course. Live streams are something that she does occasionally, but she could be indoors or outdoors. She might be giving us a story to be told, a look around, or an interview. She's been interviewed and interviewed others as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety, but what Kristen Welton focuses on is beauty more than anything else. She'll give us tips and tricks and a lot of product reviews, including sponsored videos when it comes to a lot of beauty products, and then sometimes she gets into teas and coffees and other traditional unboxings and product reviews as well. So she's at 1,780 subscribers or so right now. We'd love to push her towards the 1,800 she's thinking about, and I know you'll appreciate the support that comes back from her. She's monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Next up is Mitchy Boo and Mitchell and Doll. This creator has two different channels, and we're going to look at both of these. This one here is getting dangerously close to 5,000 subscribers. Mitchy Boo is right on the cusp of that 5,000. They're posting frequently here, and they're talking about their kitchen more than anything else, talking about a healthy, balanced lifestyle. They love trying different recipes and creating recipes that help their active lifestyle, which is great to see. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind. And we'll look at the shorts for a quick second here and see that these have gotten into the thousands of views, over 5,000 and 6,000, almost 7,000. Live streams are something that was happening in the past. We'll keep an eye on the channel, see if they're going to continue that. And then Mitchell and Doll is the second channel from this creator. Thank you for the super chat again. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. She's done that many times before. Even this channel has over 2,600, almost 2,700 views. I'm going to look at the shorts here first and see how these are doing, because they were front and center on the channel there. When we click the popular tab, we see that these are getting into a couple thousand views, one over 5,400, one over 22,000 views. And then live streams, she did one a few months ago. We'll see if she's going to pick those back up. And videos are frequently done on the channel. Looks like a couple of times a week, or at least once a week. I'm going to put one of these in my catch-up list here, and I'll be caught up on both channels. But thank you again for that generous support. I really do appreciate that, with another super chat. And we'll spin the wheel. Kathy Payne is coming up. Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is here. Kathy Payne, I picked up a gifted membership from Just Jason Keto earlier. He's done that many times before, and now we've got them on the wheel. Together We Travel's in the house. And I thought I missed something from Just Jason Keto there. Am I mistaken? I'm just scanning the chat. I know I miss a lot. Oh, thank you. Okay, just Jason Keto. Yes, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Ungame Miller, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Kathy Payne is up on the screen right now. It's almost time for me to get names on the wheel from our chat list. I'm going to do that very soon. We do it when we get down to about 5 or 6. Kathy Payne now has 456 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. They've got a few videos that have come out recently. I don't want to fall behind, so I'm going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. Hopefully they're going to come out with some more shorts videos as well. And then when we look at their live streams, that might be an idea for the future. They give you the story of their channel on their About page, but Aloha Freedom Tours Hawaii means that we might have some really interesting content to see from this creator. So I'm still getting to know their channel. They've actually been with us quite some time and frequently, but I just want to grab maybe another video. Maybe I'm going to grab this museum tour and put this in my catch-up list as well. And try to spend some time going through these things. I'll never get through it before tomorrow morning, but what I'll do is I'll run them tonight and then I'll rewatch them afterwards. Kathy Payne, so YouTube won't let you post shorts. Yeah, you got one up. One of the things that's a hint is we still should be using the hashtag shorts in either the title or the description when posting them. I'd put it at the end of the title or somewhere in the description. What often can be done, and what I do every time, is post videos in advance, and then I go into the YouTube studio to adjust them and then push them out. You can produce videos on a computer and then upload them on a phone through the YouTube app in the Shorts tab, or you can upload them, straight from a desktop, and you just have to make sure that the YouTube system catches it as a shorts video, if that makes sense. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Songbits Lore is coming up next. I see Brazinger Inc. is coming in. I'm going to get them on the wheel while we go for 3 minutes, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back and looking at Songbits Laura, who's got a new video from just a few days ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I'm still getting to know this channel as well, but we're going to look at the About page for a quick second because they are expecting to bring us variety in conversation and somewhere where we can have a safe space and discuss different topics on the channel, if that makes sense, the way I'm saying it. And then shorts videos they've got, and these have already gotten into a few thousand views. One of them over 8,200, which is great to see. Live streams, yeah, so they did a stream yesterday. I haven't caught you for one of these for a while. I'm hoping I can catch you for another one soon. These games are really cool too as well. Videos seem to be coming up fairly frequently, which is great. Hopefully that continues. So I've got this video that I've already got in my catch-up list here. Oh, IKEA. I still think one of the best days of the year is the IKEA catalog day. You know, we can go on the website and see everything that they've got, but I still love finding the catalog in the mail for some reason. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Sister Winnie's in the house. Thanks for coming in. Brzinger Inc. is on the wheel now. Backlash Fisherman is coming up, and we're going to look at his wife's channel at the same time. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When I look at Backlash Fisherman's channel, this creator is a first responder. They bring us fishing first, but they actually do a lot of other things on the channel. So when we look at their videos, we'll see a bit of variety, mostly fishing. They've got a brand new video. It's quite short, but I'm going to take this new fishing rod video, put this in my catch-up list. I don't know if this is true because I was talking to my father about the fishing channels on YouTube. You know, he doesn't watch YouTube or anything like that, but I was just, you know, we're reminiscing or whatever. I remember them taking me fishing when I was young. I haven't been fishing in years and years and years, but I described the idea that some of these people that have YouTube channels that I've seen now have like a boat, and they'll have like 5 or 6 or 8 rods going out, and he said, oh, that's illegal here. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's an old law. I don't know if that's the case at all. But interesting, because I said, yeah, I don't know how you manage this. I don't know how some of these people manage all these different rods going out at the same time. The Backlash Fisherman will take us fishing in many different environments. And he's got some shorts videos here that have popped into over 3,000 views, one over 3,800. Live streams are frequent here. He's got a hobby hangout coming up tomorrow, so I've got a notification on for that. I should be able to catch that one, actually. Look at that fish, my dear goodness. Backlash Fisherman will often bring up StreamYard panelists. That looks like she stole my thunder there. I know he's had I Bring It Every Day up, and often you find this creator doing ride-along live streams, very similar to what his wife does on her channel, and you often find them together. There she is right there, Coastal Water. So I'm going to go over to her channel, and I'll tell you why I talk about these creators in the way that I do. So the biggest complaint that I get from creators on YouTube in their YouTube journey is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our why is it so difficult to get them to support our YouTube channels and videos when we can find people online that are willing to do it? So I think it makes it that much more extra special when we find people who are in real life friends and family that are supporting each other wholeheartedly. And that is Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman as an example. This is a husband and wife combo with separate channels. Now, Coastal Water's got some shorts videos. We'll see what she's got going on here. These have gotten into over 2,500 and 3,400 views. She does a lot of live streams as well. And some of these are these ride-along car confessions that she talks about. I just ran this... I was running this replay actually today, and I stopped to go through and watch. She's cooking up a storm there on the stove. These ride-along live streams, though, she'll be taking us for a story to be told and going about her day. Sometimes you see Backlash Fisherman with her, actually. And like I said, I just think it's that extra special when you get creators supporting each other so wholeheartedly like this. And 938 subscribers. Coastal Waters getting very close. She's officially on the road. We say you're officially on a road when you pass a 100 milestone. So she's officially on the road to 1K now. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. John Boy Art. I'm not sure if this is the first time we're having your channel on the screen. They picked up a gifted membership today. And that goes to show we really never know who's going to receive gifted memberships when they come up, because Don Ray B and Just Jason Keto both gifted memberships today. I took the counter off the screen, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I think it doesn't go after 1,000. So we know that the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch hit their 1,000 subscribers today, and I know that Susan will be very excited. If anybody hasn't already connected with them, I hope you will. We'd love to get them a few extra subscribers to try to keep that 1,000 locked in. We don't want them to slip again tomorrow. John Boy Art is up here right now, and maybe we did have your channel up on the screen before. Forgive me for not being sure. They've got one shorts video already at 1,400. Hopefully they'll post some more. We'll see if that'll continue. And, they've got brand new videos. I see. Okay, so I would have connected without having watched a video. I don't think they had content yet. Could that be right? And let's get into their videos. I'm going to take this 3-minute one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. While we're connecting with creators, we always want to be watching videos that are 3 minutes or more. Very important that it's 3 minutes if possible. Very important that we watch from beginning to end. That's in the spirit of making our connection stick, and our video descriptions have the instructions for how we connect here. Sally F. Amena, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it has become time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list. So I'm going to do that right now. One brand new channel that we've got in the chat is Trending Now Entertainment and News. So I'm going to put them on the wheel. And I'll get one more, and then we'll take our time with that. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Northside Hawk has also been added to the wheel. We'll spin. We'll see who's coming up next. And I'll get some more names onto the wheel as we need them. We can stay up to another, let's say 20 minutes or so if everybody would like. Maybe a little bit longer. Dorinda Fulton is a brand new gold member. Now, I mentioned the idea that your channel will be seen now in those slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream when I do that. There's a couple of Dorinda Fultons. This is the one we're looking at for. But as well, your link will be dropped by Nightbot. Those two things will both start with the next stream. I'll have to make a note for myself to get that done for the morning. Hey Siri, remind me tomorrow at 9 a.m. to look at Dorinda Fulton's channel. Hopefully I set off everybody's Siri again for the second time. And we're looking at Dorinda Fulton's channel. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take this 13-minute 10th anniversary dinner video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the stream tonight, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on like I do for all channels. That will make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up onto the screen. Unstable TV is coming up from Ireland. This couple is just on fire, both on their channels and on their other social networks. I believe they're doing Instagram Reels. They got TikTok going, and they're posting all the time. They've even started a second Shorts channel, which I'll show you shortly. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Unstable TV has 22,000 subscribers now. We've seen this channel grow from its very beginning. They post frequently, so they've got a really interesting long video here. I'm going to take a different one instead, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Unstable TV, this couple of creators, Danielle and James, they have an incredible chemistry between them, and they have a lot of fun in their videos. Mostly reactions on this channel, but you can see that the results are varied. They've got one 3 days ago with 100 views, 2 days ago with 438 views, and one from yesterday with 2,300 views. When we look at some of the most popular things that they got on the channel, they're getting into well over 100,000. They've just had another one hit 100,000 here. So that's three, one at 198,000 and one at 224,000. Those are not shorts, those are videos. So they're really doing great. And then they do have some shorts here. These have gotten into the thousands of views as well. Live streams are something that they do occasionally. And then I'm going to show you their second channel, Unstable TV Shorts. And these creators are also generously willing to share knowledge and experience with others about their YouTube journey so we can understand how to duplicate their success. 463 subscribers on this second channel, and then let's just look at how their shorts are performing now. They started this as an experiment, and they really tried with a lot of different shorts, uploading, deleting, sometimes uploading double copies and things like that, but they really seem to have hooked into it now, and they're getting these into the over 10,000 views, even over 12,000, which is great to see. So I hope everybody will connect with them. You know, I say of any channel over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what that takes. Trending now, entertainment and news is brand new in the chat today. We'll see them for the first time right now. Again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and I usually look for something a little bit longer, around 10 minutes. Most of yours are shorter or longer. I'll take this one from Ted Cruz, and I'll put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm just going to get Together We Travel onto the wheel right now. We'll spin and we'll get another channel up on the screen. I hope I didn't accidentally rip off somebody's chance right there while I was doing that. Northside Hawk is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. I think we're good to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Northside Hawk is also brand new today. So again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and again, I usually look for something a little bit longer if I can find something. Most of yours are about 3.5 minutes or shorter. I won't spend too much time digging, but I think this 4-minute one, 4 minutes 39, might be one of the longest ones. I'll put that in my watch later list, and again, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well. Phasio to Phase King, Naruto Luffy Guko, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Natalie Nicole's ASMR, hopefully I said hello to you earlier. And let's spin the wheel. I've got Phasio to Phase King on the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Phasio to Phase King, look at that luck. I just put you on the wheel and you came up right away. We never know how long it's going to take. That's the fun and frustration that comes with the Wheel of Doom here. Let's see what they've got going on. They're a longtime friend that brings us a lot of video gameplay on their channel with over 3,200 subscribers now. We'll look at their videos, and I see they've got a new one. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. I can see that they've also got some shorts that are getting some great views there. And when we get into the live streams, we see that these are frequently done almost every single day. As a matter of fact, by the look of it, they mix up the gameplay and more variety when we look at their videos on the channel and featured channels on their front page. They're really mixing things up here, which is great to see. They're a longtime friend also. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second here, and I'll add some names to the wheel. Emotion is coming up. This is a talented singer and songwriter who's here as a gold member and a moderator. So that means that this channel is seen every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream like that. And their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we have seen. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at their channel Emotion. But when I look for this channel, I search for Emotion New Soul. And this is how we find this talented singer and songwriter. When we search, find, and click on each other, we're doing each other a great service. The channels that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most. When names are really short and popular, it can be very difficult to find them. But you can imagine that as we, let's say hundreds of us are searching, finding, and clicking on each other, will rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. Now, Emotion is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as you can imagine, and again, with over 3,000, really over 3,300 actually. This creator brings their original works in music videos. Sometimes those are compilations, and they round out the channel with some shorts and some reaction videos as well. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they've got a second channel called Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get to see a behind-the-scenes look at how the music is made and the man behind the music. He rounds out this channel with some more shorts, reactions, and compilations as well. 785 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 800 he's thinking about. I see a few creators reaching out about swapping playlists. Anybody's welcome to do that. Just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Brasinger Inc., we're going to talk about your channel in a second. I just need a moment. I'm going to step away. It won't be 3 minutes. I'll be back as quick as I can. Okay, pardon me for that. Brazinger Inc. we're looking at right now. And when we look at the About page, they're telling us that they bring us pure variety. So I'm just going to look at their videos for a second. I see that they've put up quite a few. I don't want to fall behind. So I'm going to grab one from a couple weeks ago and put that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind. And then when I look at the shorts videos, we see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views. One of them over 55 and 5,900, which is great to see. Live streams as well are something that they might continue to do. We'll keep an eye on the channel. They got 432 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Cricket Tool 8 is still in the house and still in the pole position on the wheel. They've had a record day, I think. Let's spin the wheel. I'm going to, pardon me, look for another couple of channels to put on the wheel. Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 can go on there. Natalie Nicole's ASMR will be added in Sister Winnie. Trish the Natural's coming up. This creator talks to us about natural hair care. The content on the channel actually expands into things like wigs and weaves like we'd expect, and then other beauty products. You're making me laugh, Cricket 208. It could take any amount of time. We saw Phase Yoda Phase King came in and came up right away. Scratch and PPA has waited as long as almost 3 hours. Before. We just never know. But once you're on, right? I know not everybody can be here the whole time. I know not everybody can stay. So sometimes we'll get like a member that comes in, hey, I'm just here to say hi, but they get added to the wheel right away, right? Trish the Natural has 754 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. Presentation is at the forefront of this creator's mind as well, and they do a great job with these professional looking thumbnails. We've talked about this a few times today, but bright bold headshots on these professional looking thumbnails mean that this creator will not only be recognizable, but people will be inclined to click on their videos after they've been recommended one and enjoyed one previously, if that makes sense. I'm going to get scrapping on the fly onto the wheel right now as well. Yeah, thank you, Trending Now. I appreciate that. Second to last 3 times, my goodness. Trish the Natural as well. One of the things I enjoy showing everybody about this channel, this is a dynamic host, and you'll get what I mean, because when I roll over the videos, you get a perfect example on the thumbnail of what you're seeing in the video. You can tell this is a dynamic host. And let's look at her shorts for a quick second here and see what she's posted. She's got a couple here, over 2,100 views, which is great to see. And then we'll see if live streams might be an idea for the future. But Trish the Natural is here with us in just about every live stream, and I see them out supporting others as well. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and it looks like it's going to be Natalie Nicole's ASMR. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up already, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Natalie Nicole's ASMR's got a premiere running right now, which means that they'll have fresh content right after the stream today. Natalie Nicole's ASMR's been with us a long time, and this is a big category. ASMR is a huge genre on YouTube, of course. So Natalie Nicole is bringing their original spin on that. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the pleasing audio and visuals that come along. I've just put a notification on for a premiere that they're going to run tomorrow as well. They've got some shorts videos on the channel, and we see that these have gotten into over a couple thousand views, almost at 3,000 there, which is great. Live streams are something that they do occasionally here as well. I see Natalie Nicole's ASMR out supporting other creators as well, so I know after you connect with them, you'll appreciate the support that comes back to you from them. Scrapping on the Fly is another brand new channel in the chat today, so I'm going to get their channel up on the screen. We'll see what they've got going on. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. I just want to make sure I've got the right channel by matching the avatar. This should be it, right? Yeah, this is it. And they've got 124 subscribers right now. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take one of their latest videos, and I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the stream today, I will go through my watch later list and watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they are also having our notification bell on as well, so they don't miss our further live streams. We're usually 3 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a moment. We looked at emotion already, so I forgot to take them off the wheel. I'll do that right now, and then we'll get another channel up. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, I've got time for another couple of channels, so just say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you on right away. Sister Winnie's coming up. We can't get to every channel every single day, but we try to get through as many channels as we can. It's always a great thing if we can get to everybody, because we're usually here 2.5 to mostly 3 hours every stream, actually. They've got a premiere coming up actually tomorrow as well, Sister Winnie, so I've got a notification on for that. This is another creator who supports all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. Never forgets that thumbs up. They've got over 1,600 subscribers. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. It's a short one, but they've also got some official shorts videos as well. Martha Makes Art, I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. Thank you for shouting out there so that I didn't miss you. And then when we look at the shorts videos on Sister Winnie, we see that these have gotten into over 3,000 views now, which is great. Live streams are something that happens occasionally as well. I've been lucky to catch them a couple of times, and they're always engaging conversation when they join other channels for their premieres or live streams. Next up, Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is somebody who shares for lots of other creators. They've shared for myself probably over 100 times now. I'm very grateful for that. Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is somebody who was introduced to us from our dear friend Michael's Adventures, who's another beloved and dedicated moderator. He just happens to be working today, so he wasn't able to catch this stream. He's usually with us on the weekends, not always. Now, Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is also bringing variety. Gardening, crafting, paper crafting, making paper beads, things with molds, decoupling with napkins and tissue paper, painting pours, diamond painting, shopping hauls, repurposing items, and shout-outs, and much more here. But let's look at the latest videos. I can see I'm far behind. I'm just going to grab your latest garden update. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. And the shorts videos here have gotten into over 2,000 views. One of them over 4,500, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. I know you will, because you'll enjoy the support and the sharing that comes back from them as well. Well over 1,000 subscribers, getting close to 1,100. My pleasure, Scrapping on the Fly. And then as well, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch might still be here. She's got to go to church in the morning, so she might be calling it a night either now or soon. But she hit 1,000 subscribers today, so we're all very excited. Susan is somebody who's become a dear friend and somebody who really wants to help others grow their channel, so we're happy to see her hit that milestone today. Cricket 208, here we go. Third to last, 156 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Let me hit their about page for a quick second, because this is one I'm still learning to give a description of. Random content is what they expect to feature. Nature, cats, dogs, birds, and life. Whatever catches their eye. So they're going to share that with us. I'm going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can somewhat stay caught up. They're posting frequently, which is great to see. And then shorts videos have started to get into over 1,400 views, 1,300 and 1,400. There's a bit of variety here. I should be scrolling more when we're doing this so I can show everybody the variety in content that we've got here. And Cricket 208 is here with us just about every day too, I think, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you're going to find when you get to this channel. I wonder to myself, see, I live in an apartment, not a house, so I wonder if I was living in a house, if I would put a bird feeder out and put a camera on that, see if I could catch some of that activity. It's not quite what Cricket 208's got going on here, but they've got a lot of outdoor footage, of course. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and we'll see Together We Travel and see what they've got going on. They're out supporting others all the time. Every day that I can be, which is almost every day, I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting people as much as I can. I run into them constantly. I'm just going to grab the latest Carnival Celebration ship tour video and put that into my catch-up list. That'll be interesting. They're bringing us a lot of travel and cruising content. They're out supporting others. I run into them just about every day as well. And you can see they got a bit of variety here. But we've had this influx over the last many months of travel and cruising channels. Shorts videos they got a couple of really wicked views here. But these have gotten into now over 6,600 views, which is great to see. I took some flight lessons a couple of years ago, and I think my friend bought a pontoon plane. And I got to see, because if that's the case, I would love to go up and try that too. Live streams are something they do once in a while as well. We'll look forward to more of those. And 623 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 700 they're thinking about. That's Together We Travel. And Martha Makes Art, another brand new channel in the chat today. We'll see what they've got going on right now. Again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos and I will put it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this haul video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 3 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that you can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones when you're here. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We're back tomorrow in only 10 hours from now. Thank you very much, Scratch and PPA, and our moderators, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.